Hey guys, it's Gia here. And guys, today is day 3. I forgot to write day 3 on the title. Anyways, today is day 3 of the. Okay, one second. Yeah, all right. My life says that I'm only speaking to myself, and then I put it on public. But anyway, today is day 3 of the what do you need to know before hiring a website or funnel strategist, right? And as we know that with the types of businesses that usually that of the people that see my live, like you guys, you know, websites are not a really important thing, and funnels are more of the thing, right? But you only start thinking about a website when you really want to grow your business and you want to find a way to scale, right? And maybe bring in people consistently, right? Because with a website, it's a representative of who you are, and it's just there. Your audience can come onto your website, and they can see what you're all about, and they can be converted into whatever you want them to be converted into. So, if you're thinking about getting a website or fixing up your website or fixing up your sales funnels, it's probably because you are thinking about growing your business, and perhaps you have a few aspects that you want to integrate into your business, right? Maybe you've got a few courses, right? By the way, if you're on this live, say hi. Yeah, so maybe you've got a few courses. Maybe you've got a course, a one-on-one, you're also into MLM or network marketing, and you want to integrate all of that into your sales funnels and your website, right? So, this is what I help with. I'm an integration specialist, right? And I help you to scale with integrating everything that you have, and also using that to create a system that saves you time, right? And still gets you consistent leads, right? And so, the first thing that you need to think about before actually getting a website or fixing up your website and your sales funnel is really how are you integrating your entire strategy together, right? Make sure that you have a plan, right? Instead of just saying, I want to optimize my website, right? So this plan could be, you might have a plan of growing your business, sure, but I want you to truly be able to see what it is that you want to bring into your business, and how is like we can use the word funnel, right? How is the funnel going to go from the time somebody finds you all the way to the time they convert into a sale and a customer, and then actually beyond that, right? How are they then going to be upsold to or constantly sold to, right? Because if you're just going to get a website done, it's just like the video I did yesterday where I said, if you're just going to get your traffic done, right? You're just focusing on, okay, I need to get my website done, or I need to get a sales funnel done, or I need to get my traffic done, right? Or get better traffic. And that's just one aspect of the entire system that you need to look at, right? So the same thing with your website and your funnel, right? um, they work together, right? You need to get the best source of traffic for what you want in your business, right? I always suggest Pinterest because especially if you want to integrate, let's say that you're a coach, but then you also help with like web design, right? Or you also help with network marketing. You're also a part of network marketing. So how do you integrate all of that, not only on your website, but also on your sales funnel, right? The way to do that, number one, is to bring in, okay, let's talk about first the traffic part, right? Make sure that you can find a platform, right, wherein you can market. You don't have to just market one aspect of your business, right? And guys, by the way, this is Pinterest, right? Pinterest is that one platform where, lifestyle bloggers, they do really well on Pinterest. Why? Not just because of the lifestyle aspect, but because you can market a whole lot of aspects into your business, right? And you can still make a lot of money and bring in a lot of traffic, right? So again, that's the traffic aspect. When it comes to the website, right, make sure that you have a plan of integrating all of the aspects of your business. All right? Okay. So, um, again, another thing I want to say is that you need to think about is it making it easier for you, right? Or is it still going to be the same strategy that you have, right? Where is this website conversion, right? Is your website optimization actually going to create a better system for you? Is it part of a better system for you, right? This is something that you have to think about, right? So again, not just about the website, also about the integration, right? All right. If you do get your website done, right? If we talk about a website, right? What is the best way to have a website that really converts? Okay, so I've spoken about integration. I've told you that this is what I do, right? Now, let's say that a website is part of your strategy, or you're creating sales funnels that are going to be part of your strategy. So you're getting a landing page. Really, what do you have to incorporate into your website or your sales funnel, right? So that it converts, right? Again, most important, know your plan. Know your plan. Know how it's going to make it easier for you. Now, why am I repeating this so much? Because it will bite you in the bum, right? You will spend a lot of time fixing up messes, hoping, so you'll think that your website is optimized or your funnel is optimized, but you won't be sure why you're not able to grow your business either way. And that's why a lot of people say, I have a website and I've got so and so funnel, but hell, whatever, it's not so important. So if let's say that your website is a part of your integration plan and you can see it, you know it, you understand it, what do you need to look for? Well, the first thing, guys, that you need to look for or that you need to create in your website is a way that you're showing your audience your unique proposition, right, in comparison to your competitors, right? Now, I'm not saying be competitive, right? Because who cares, right? That's not what matters. But what matters is that you can show your audience how you can help them, right? That's the one thing. The other thing is making sure that every single page on your website is not just a page of information where you talk about what you do or how giving them knowledge or whatever. The point of the page is make sure that it is like a landing page, right? Make sure that each and every page on your website is highly converting, highly convertible, right? If you decide that you want to bring your audience through a sign up and then into a funnel, that's cool, that's fine, right? So it will be highly optimized, right, to convert them, right, through a funnel, right? Let's say you want to be able to make sales directly on your website. How are you going to do that, right? So the first thing is, talking about how you can help them, and that should be on every single page, right? And a very nice way of talking about how you can help someone is by giving a short transformational story of how you've helped your clients, right? I see that there are some people on my live. So guys, if you're on my live, tell me that you're on my live so I can say hi. So that's the first thing, right? So if you look at conversion, persuasion techniques, right? How do you persuade someone? You learn about this if you like in learning about psychology or literature as well. So the first thing that you need is ethos, right? Ethos is when you speak about your credibility, how, you know, valuable you are, right? That's the first thing. So ethos can be, you know, we've worked with such and such person, right? I've helped such and such person. It can also be the years of experience you have, right? The second thing, guys, is logos, right? Or logos, okay? Not logos, logos, right? Logos, I don't know. Basically, guys, that is when you are talking about the intellectual side, right? Part of persuasion, right? How intellectual, the knowledge that you have to give, right? It's like, how knowledgeable are you, right? Talking about facts and linking that to what you have to offer. It's very important. Actually, guys, I was watching this one video of this really famous person, and you know, with famous people, there's always people who say, "Oh, so you know, so and so exposed," and I was hearing what he was saying because I was so curious, and he wanted to prove a point of his, so he linked it to a very well-known fact that I truly believed in, right? And then he linked it to his understanding, right? And this is like an amazing thing that you can use on your website, right? Yeah. And the last thing I want to talk about is like make sure that your website or your funnel has um, has what is known as pathos, right? Pathos is the emotional aspect, the emotional bonding, right? Because if you just have facts and you have credibility, you kind of, you know, you've established that authority, but then you are not bonding with your viewers in such a way that it's emotional, right? So guys, you know, this is part of the process, right? If you see that it is a valuable part, but again, what matters most is not that, right? What matters most is, do I even need a website to integrate my entire strategy? And if I have a website, right, then how is that tying in with my system, right? Sometimes, guys, I will look at a strategy and I will say, flipping out, this person really needs a website. Or I'll look at your website and I'll say, because you'll show me your website and you'll say, oh, you know what, I like my website. And I'll look at it and say, this website's not going to convert, right? Or it can convert way, way, way higher if you just change up a few things, right? And from ethos, logos, and pathos, if you have that in place, you also need to have the strong call to action, right? And you need to be able to be clear on your website. The only way that you can be clear about what you want your audience to do is if you are clear about your strategy and you know how you're going to integrate all of the different aspects that you have built in your business, right? Because usually when after you know, after a while, you have so much of knowledge of value that you have created all over the internet. Maybe not just all over the internet, maybe you've created courses, maybe you've done videos, you've done podcasts, you've done lives, you've written guest posts, and how do you, and sometimes it can be on different levels of knowledge and to different types of people, right? And again, when it comes to traffic, that is a wonderful, wonderful, there is a wonderful platform that you can use, and that is Pinterest. If you want to integrate the various aspects of your business, right, guys? And then, you know, yeah, so if you're looking for integration, right, then, you know, message me, because I will help you to integrate your entire business strategy, right? To make sure that whatever you are doing, be that traffic, right? So you don't just have to focus on one aspect of your business and say, okay, when I'm done getting the right traffic, I'll go on to fixing up my website. When I'm done fixing up my website, I'll do my funnels. All right, when I'm done doing my funnels, I'll work with nurturing them. But what happens is, in the middle of doing all of that, right, you spend so much of time looking at what's not working, fixing that up, looking at what's not working, fixing that up, and wasting time, right? When you could have someone that looks at your business from a bird's eye view and is able to really see it, right, for what it is, and see what you need in all phases of your business, right? And because this is day 3 of the Before You Hire series, it's more of a wrap up of the series, right? um so guys, I'm just gonna check my live, right, just to make sure that I'm not cutting off. Of the series. Huh. Right? Here it is. Okay. So, all right. So, yeah. So whatever you are doing is guided, and you're sure that you are not spending too much of time on something that doesn't really matter, or you're sure that you're not ignoring an aspect of your business that you should absolutely be focusing on, right? And this depends on your business, right? If you're selling physical things, right, you're selling goods, you're selling actual products, it's quite different, right? You will need a different strategy. You will definitely need your website to be optimized, and it will be the hub of your business, right? If you're a service provider, the hub of your business is possibly not going to be your website, but we can make it a highly convertible website so that um, a lot of your sales are coming in through your website, right, guys? I hope this makes sense. So if you've watched all the way up to here, right, you know that the whole point of this live was to show you how you need to focus on the broader aspect of your business, not just getting a website or doing a funnel or whatever, right? You need to focus on how all of that ties in with your entire strategy, right? But if you do want to know what you need to do, right, what you need to make sure there is on your website, then refer back to my live, right, this live here. And I've spoken about the 3 main things, which is ethos, logos, and pathos, right? The 3 main things, how you can incorporate that into your business. And the 4th thing, which is a call to action, right? But this entire live is about one thing, right? And that is that you need to have a system in place so you can understand, right? I can't really see who's on my live, but say hi so that and if you have any questions, ask me below and I am willing to answer them. Okay, guys, so I am totally done with everything I had to say today. Even after this live,